Good morning, Ros Boundy Psychic Medium here. I'm on my eCam this morning. I've got that going, so that's fine. And we're feeding into mytimetv.live is the place you need to be if you'd like me to see your comments in the background. Just like Judy has put here. Good morning, Judy. And for those who would like to show up on the eCam side, I'm feeding that to Twitter, Twitch, my Facebook profile, and the card reading group, I think. And that's this. I'm just trying to put that there. So I'm about round and about the place on various bits and pieces. We're here to have the card readings and the general card spread, not individual card readings like Leanne and I do last night type of thing. We're here to do the card spread. I'm just putting that down a little bit because I know in a sec, when I get to the card readings, that's here. We have, that was going to be in the way, just a little. It was in the way. Anyway, it doesn't matter. There we go. It's all logistics about doing a site like this. This is the card deck that I'm using this morning. It's the Pixies Astounding Lenormand deck, just for a bit of difference, because we're on a Saturday day instead of being a workday. So we can spend just a little bit more time in going through the interpretations. So I like to just change it out a little bit sometimes. Now, I have gone with this heart spread again. Here we've got it. As you can see, it is in the shape of a heart, and there is the central card. The key is the central card this morning. I thought, as I saw that lay down, I thought that's wonderful. It's not a bad one to have, actually. It's quite good. I'm just checking. Yes, I have got some others here. So good morning, Trina. I am live on my Facebook. I was just checking. That's why I was looking that way. I've got my iPad there. So what I probably need to do is just put my iPad over here so that I don't miss any of that. So one thing I didn't do, and you're going to have a bit of wobble there. Yes. So that's all right. So here we go. Good morning, Trina. What we've got is the tree, is this one up here. Oh, it's not picking up the camera properly. Or is it? Yes, it is. I was just seeing the delayed factor on the iPad. The tree, beautiful aspect under a deep-rooted, very mature tree. And I've got to look that way, don't I? Still, because that's where the camera is. Silly me. I was looking at the cards on the table. Open up your own sense of fun as you're listening and watching, because I don't do everything perfectly. Here we go. There's the heart. We're looking at the heart shape. Past here. The central column is the present and what the future is, sort of. That's sort of how I'm interpreting these. It's fairly loose interpretation too. I really like this tree depiction because you can tell it is deep-rooted. It's a tall tree, unlike the Gilded Reverie one that's really lush and absolutely magnificent with the Kabbalah symbol and the rainbow. It does give a cleaner look to a cleaner feel. You can feel the solidity absolutely in its tall, in its height, in that strength that's holding it up, that really lush crown of leaves and all that is about it. I'm pretty sure they are birds, but I'm just going to have a look, or it could be leaves falling. Let's have a look. There we go. Let's have a closer look at that card. It is actually leaves falling. But it's all things in its due time. Looking at that, you can see the flowers and a little brook bubbling past. So it's got all that it needs. The sunshine would be giving it its, the energy that it needs. Is that photons and stuff like that actually help it with its photosynthesis, that creates its chlorophyll and all that stuff in biology. I remember learning that. And here we've got the cycle of life, because we've got the leaves falling to the ground. You can see a little pile of the leaves there as they're as they're going to decompose and create more soil and nutrients for the tree to continue growing, and also helping those beautiful sunflowers. I have no doubt there's probably little fish in the brook, and I'm just having another close look. Rocks there to be a helpful aspect of breaking up the flow of the water to create that gorgeous gentleness around the base of the tree. It really is about bringing in the solidity of, the past, that length of time that it's taken for a tree to grow goes back to those deep roots, to that seed, that initial time way back, because it would be an old tree. And all that that brings forward in its experiences to this time, that's what it's speaking to us about now in this spread. And we have the cards that is the cloud and the sun. So it's the sky aspect. It's that is above. So all that we've had that's been in our conscious and awareness of those past moments in our lives. Good morning, Wanda. Beautiful butterfly. Lovely, lovely. You can imagine the butterfly scooting in and out through those leaves, and the birds and the bees, all of it. So with the natural feeling of this, it feels like that fullness of nature, of what is the physical, of what is our experiences. We've had those moments of sadness and cloudiness, depression, and all of that, but it's also been counterbalanced by what is our sunshine, our happiness, our wonderful moments, those memories that we're bringing forward into the now. So I do think it's speaking about our depth of experience this morning and bringing that into our present day. We've got, that's a bit crooked. We've got the fox. It's an interesting little line up here, because we've got the coffin at the top here. Now that's been a bit distant. So for me, I know it's referring to certain things that have happened for me in the last year, pretty much, but it is our present moment. So what's happening now is putting past having those things that are really at that energetic level of death for us to be buried. So we're going to place that in the coffin and lock it away, send it on, bury it to where it needs to be. And the fox, I'm feeling that it's probably some of that energy of what we feel that we've been manipulated with. So be aware today of those moments where you feel you are being manipulated into or tricked into doing something that you don't feel that you're needing to do, or is it you trying to actually convince somebody else around your plans, around what you want them to do, and it's not really in their best good. It can move both ways. The key to that is actually really discerning and understanding what purpose is there behind the actions. So if you're really needing to bury things, or is it a memory, remembering things that you'd like to remember, and unlocking? You don't really want to bring things out of a coffin. Leave it dead and buried, type of thing. Even some of these sadnesses and griefs that might have been in your past, to actually move on from that. And it's giving us those last moments today to actually move into that feeling of we are needing to do a little bit of judgment, discernment around actions, what we're doing, because the fox really is about actions and working towards something, or away from something, even to run away from something because they've been thwarted or whatever. A fox is a fox. The energy around a fox is its natural factor. It has very smart processes that it works through. And maybe that's what you're doing. You are working through some very smart thoughts, processes, and the rest, but tap into it, unlock the real reason why there is that for you today. There is no positive, negative. It's just accepting that at times there are these ways that we do things that we're needing to actually analyse and think about. If we need to replan in a way that is more beneficial for everyone, and it's not feeling like we're going, having to work at, having things. I'm not sort of saying dying on us, but being put away. Yeah, feel into that one what you're feeling for yourself too. So I let go and put away the bad yesterdays. It's wonderful that the spread's really prudent. I saw your lovely photos on Facebook. It was a wonderful photo. And yes, we do move on, and that's what we're doing here. We are moving on from and having that awareness. Remember, the key is our own awareness and discerning what is our true purpose in our day to day. So, yes, there may be that need to bury permanently something that is in your life, okay? And if that does mean there is a death that you're going to a funeral, grieve well, because it is part and process of our lives, honestly. Doesn't mean it has to be, I mean, it's not going to be easy in that context. It never is, but it is part of what life is. So what we've got coming up, we've got the gentleman here with the moon, and we've got the rider. So it is a new pathway coming forward, and it is involving a gentleman. I saw your other, I think it was on the Instagram as I went to post my daily thing, or the Facebook. Mary, thank you for posting that. You've got a new man in your life. Absolutely gorgeous photo. Absolutely beautiful. Bring in the new. Take that confident step on that new pathway. The rider really is an instant message that we're getting today, ready for what's coming. So do step into that energy of whatever that message is. Good morning, Sharon. Lovely to see you here this morning. Step into it. It's going to be a nurturing and looking at some of our unconscious, subconscious, in the dark type, because the moon shines up as that light from the darkness. So we're needing to have that gentleness, and it's got a beautiful, gentle light. So we're needing to have that gentleness about what our message is and bringing it forward with a nurturing aspect, looking into that for us. For you, Mary, you are certainly stepping into a new path, and you have definitely some new messages that you're receiving around that. And here we go. And the new man is my dog's boyfriend. I thought I saw that comment that was there. You've got a lovely little couple happening with your fur babies. That's beautiful. So have the openness and awareness around and about you to receive that message, so that you know that it is that. Trust it. Trust your inner self around that. Turn on that is your subconscious, unconscious. It really is the different ways that we receive our messages. It might have been something you had in your dreams last night that you're reading into it and sensing into it what is specifically, oh, I think I need to do, and have those types of messages coming in. I do feel, because we've got the gentleman here, it really is that a stronger male type aspect, because we are all made up of our feminine, masculine. So pull that masculine into your day to day and tap into that energy. So that's basically what I'm feeling with these today. Well, I'm just knocking that. Don't want that tipping off the. I don't want that showing there either. So tap into who you are with using cards as the guidance. Only feel which one is pulling you in as a focal point for the day to day, and maybe even sit with it in a meditative state. The whole spread. Look at the photo that I've put in my the profile. And this is where all this terminology and language gets to me. Gets a bit confusing. There's so much to learn, isn't there, still? And all those different messages and cues that we're being given all the time. Just breathe through while you're looking at these cards. Just relax your eyes and then see, where does your focus get pulled into as you're looking at this spread. And use that card as a focal point for your day, as to something that is meaning that little bit extra for you today. You don't have to live your life by what a card tells you, but it's very nice to have that energy about you of awareness that gives you some focus. That's how I use them, as the guidance. So do tap into that for yourself. Now I'm going to leave it there for this morning. So have a wonderful day in whatever you are doing in your day. I'm going to a family birthday celebration, so that's going to be lovely. It's this afternoon, so I'm hoping it gets to improve in the weather just a little bit before then. It's looking a bit grey now, and I know it's an outside party. But anyway, it is what it is, isn't it? Stay cool, warm, whatever your weather is, wherever you are, especially in the replay. I know there's quite a few that do watch this as replay. Blessings to you, and be the best person that you can be. Now, if you do need to have any extra in-depth personal readings, wrong way, that I'm going to try and hit it there, my rosboundy.com.au page. It is up. It has migrated to a new, whatever you call it, thingy. So it is working faster on mobile devices as well. And look, if something isn't actually working, I still would really love to hear from you if it's not. But have a look around there. There is an open shop there. I haven't put all the finer details in there yet. I wanted to know it was working before I tizzied it up fully and spent that time. So, Sharon, Shaz, good morning. How are you this morning? And thank you very much, Mary. You highly recommend me? Oh, thank you. I go all coy and shy. Thanks. We'll be here tomorrow morning at around the 8 o'clock, being a lovely Sunday morning tomorrow. It will be a similar spread. I might choose a different deck of cards, so we'll surprise you. I'll surprise you. It's me. Bye for now. Namaste.